What is good, y'all? Kebab here, and here we are for an LC live using MK007 Symphony of Destruction team, which is from the RMT on the Smogon forums. Now, allow me to show you guys this. It did peak number 1 and is very hyper offensive. You guys do see Technician, Life Orb, Meowth, Fake Out, Feint, Double Edge, and Water Pulse. Water Pulse is for things like, let me think, Dwebble. If you hit it with a feint followed by a water pulse, it just drops. Things like that. It breaks a lot of focus sash users. It's very, very fast and hits super hard. Next up, we do have Doduo with the Life Orb. The second part of our normal spam. Brave Bird, Jump Kick, Quick Attack, and Knock Off. Knock Off is very important, obviously because it knocks off a Violite and things like that. Quick Attack is another form of priority. This team has a lot of priority, obviously with Meowth's Fake Out and Feint. Tons of priority, but it's also very fun and very useful. As you see Timber, this is a standard Timber with Guts. I normally run Thunder Punch over Knockoff in this slot, but because MK007 did keep Knockoff there, I'm just going to use it. Standard Bulk Up with Drain Punch, Mach Punch, and obviously Knockoff, as I was saying. Next up, we do have Standard Sash, Abra, Psychic, HP Fighting, Dazzling Gleam, and Energy Ball, and Dwebble with Sturdy, Shell Smash, Rock Blast, Knock Off, and Earthquake, and the Berry Juice. Probably my favorite sweeper on this team because it has 3 chances to do whatever it wants. When it comes in at full, you have to hit it once to get down to Sturdy, and then the Berry Juice pops and you get back to full. So that's 1 chance. Then you have to knock it back down to Sturdy again. That's 2 chances. And then you have to hit it when it's down to 1 HP. So that is 3 chances. So it has 1 chance, at least 2 chances to set up. And it is running Shell Smash, Rock Blast, Knock Off yet again, and Earthquake. Then lastly, we do have Weak Armor, Volibee, Air Slash, Dark Pulse, Heat Wave, and Defog. You guys do notice that this is the same exact set that most people run for Nasty Plot. But because this is hyper offense, there has to be some form of hazard control, and Defog is that form of hazard control. So let's get a couple games in. I think I'm up to 1100 on KipYT. And I was on the ladder with a dongle. Except I did end up kind of tilting. So I think I might be off the ladder at this point. Not a huge deal, however. As we do see a very interesting team using Sandygast and Arkin. Scrafty is a real threat. And we have no rocks on this team. But I think I'm going to lead Meowth. Lead Scraggy, so I can knock this thing out right off the bat, I believe. We'll see how much Fake Out does. It should do a decent amount at least. That's a lot. That was a lot. Except I don't want to risk this. I'm going to go Volibee now. I think Volibee is definitely the best play. If he hits me, Dragon Tails. Okay, interesting. I'm not happy with being Dragon Tailed into this, so I will go Volibee again. And now we Air Slash, and this thing has like what? It has Chinchou as a possible switch in. And if I flinch Chinchou enough, then it's a goner and this thing sweeps. So I might keep Volibee specifically for that reason. I still have to be hit by something physical, and the only physical mons he has left are Ponyta and Arkin. He goes Sandygast. Okay, I'm fine by that though. This is a time when I really wish I had Nasty Plot because I could set up on that. But Sandygast just drops as well. So this is going fantastic, and he forfeits. So let's see where we're at the ladder. Okay, now we're at 1100 OT. Okay, that's perfectly fine. I did ladder just a little bit to test out this team just to see if I play well with it. The answer is I play pretty darn well with it. And we see a possible Aurora Veil team. Now, what is this thing called? The pre-evolution of... Okay, Stuffle. Stuffle's a threat. Stuffle's a threat. So is this thing at full. And because I have no rocks yet again, that kind of sucks for me, but it's not a huge deal. I'm leading Meowth. And Meowth takes on most of his team. Shelter. Okay, let's break a possible sash here. That did a ton. And because that's to... Okay, so I think I can just double edge here. Nothing wants to take a double edge except maybe Stuffle. So this is beautiful. We get his Shell Smash setter out of the way right now. In case you guys can't tell, these these games are super fast paced. Not only because that's kind of how the meta is right now, but because this team is so highly offensive, it's incredible. Super fun team though. He goes Stuffle, okay, and that did nothing. I'm going Volby right now, and he makes a mistake of hitting me, so I can air slash. And what switches into an air slash, you ask? Gumi. That's about it. Gumi switches in. He doesn't even choose to switch out, and Stuffle does get flinched, which is unfortunate for him. But, I mean, that's kind of the risk you take, leaving Stuffle in. Goes Gumi. I Dark Pulse, and that did nothing either. What does this thing really check? That's my question. Volby doesn't do much else for the team, so I can stay in and spam Dark Pulse and hope for a bunch of flinches. If he switches, okay, please one more. He didn't kill me. Fantastic, great. So I was gonna say his only other switch into Dark Pulse would be Alolan Vulpix, and if he did switch in, I would just Heat Wave it. And I think that would be what he would consider right now. At least I would consider it right now, going into Alolan Vulpix. Goes Fletchling. This thing probably has Gale Wings, yeah. Okay, that's fine. I'm just going to Dark Pulse it. Yep, that's not a big deal. This thing was going to die anyway. So now I can go into Meowth, and I can get back to faking out things. The smart move is to sack off Stuffle here. The smart, yeah, because you really want to maintain your Gale Wings with Fletchling. So he does make the right play. And most Snivies are Sash. Okay, so this is actually, I don't know what I want to do here actually. I think I want to go Doduo. I live one. Quick attack to break the Gale Wings. There we are, that is fine by me. And so now, in theory, I get to just throw off a double edge and kill something. Goes into Shelter, so Shelter does die. Fantastic. And I still have 2 priority moves, or 1 at least. If he goes into Snivy, I don't know what I do. I think I just stay in. And I double edge because it might not be Scarf. And I kill. Goodbye. So Meowth puts in a ton of work. And at this point, Abra comes in, and I think he just cleans. Abra, in theory, just cleans up. Unless I get frozen by Vulpix. Goes Alolan Vulpix. I can just Psychic here. And I do get a Spadef drop, so in theory, I kill here. And his Fletchender, is it? Oh no, it's Fletchling, okay. Fletchling, terrible switch. That was a really bad switch. If he had any chance of winning, he threw it away by switching there. Not trying to be critical, I'm just saying like that was just a bad switch. So I do kill the Alolan Vulpix, and that is GG right there. One thing I do want to point out in the low ladder, because I have this issue too, is that you can have good ideas building an LC, but because the meta is so specific, and there's so many just already set in stone roles for each mon, you really have to perform very well, or pretty much stay into one custom mold, or not custom, one set mold already, because you're not going to see a lot of innovation with some of the sets. Like sure, with some of the Gen 7 mons like Moraine, you may see some merciless Moraines running around. You might see, you know, like Spadef to take on, actually it wouldn't take on Abra at all, but you might see defensive to really take on things like Timber. You'll see some variation with the Gen 7 mons until someone really finds a way to use it well. But with all the Gen 6 and below mons, their niches have already been set up. As we do see, I really wish I had rocks here. We do see, this is a team I also saw on RMT. Basically, Alolan Vulpix sets up Aurora Veil, and from there, everything else just tries to sweep. I want to lead Meowth. He leads Onyx. So I'm going to fake out here. And I'm not sure if Water Pulse would kill, but we're going to see if it does. If Water Pulse kills, then he has no rocks up, which is fine by me. It does kill, great. So, because I outspeed a lone Vulpix, I can also double edge into Feint. And basically, oh, I kill it. Fantastic. So his team just kind of gets ripped to shreds now because it's so hyper offensive. But basically, the whole idea behind the team is that you get rocks up, you get Aurora Veil up, and then all of these other mons just set up. As he goes Frillish. This is Choice Scarf Frillish, and I don't really have a switch in, so I'm just gonna Water Pulse. Water Spouts, fair enough. My switch in is Volbeat, unfortunately. Water Spouts again, almost kills, not quite. And Frillish doesn't drop yet. Ugh. So it can Water Spout again if it really wants to, but I don't see a reason behind it. Yeah, I did 4. That's perfectly fine. So now the real issue with this team is the fact that every single mon has to set up to win. And the issue is, even worse, that I am very susceptible to the Zigzagoon. I am very, very susceptible to the Zigzagoon. Goes Volbeat. So I can just Air Slash this because it hits neutral and just keep doing that. So I can kind of spam it. And I think it might be a speed tie. Yeah, I think it's a speed tie that I just won 2 times. So I think what I want to do is go into Abra and D-Gleam. And that does kill, great. My other idea was to go Dwebble and set up. But if I got Air Slash flinched, then I almost guarantee a loss there. So this is fine. Shelter goes down. And this is great because I do get a guaranteed hit on Zigzagoon. So I do get that. And he also has to Belly Drum to really win. And I have my Sash, so I do win. So, yeah. I'm happy I won. Yes. Okay, there we are. But, yeah, this is also another team on an RMT. That is very interesting. One that is a little bit stuck on one niche Pokemon. And that's a real issue because this thing isn't running, it's not running a Violite. It's running light clay. So if you lose it very quickly, you just lose. Because, Volbeat has a setup. Shelter has a setup, and Zigzagoon has a setup. But it is a really cool team. Maybe I'll run another live using that team. It's an interesting team, but not the best, in my opinion. Still interesting, though. Still very interesting. As we see Mono Dragon. So, Mono Dragon basically translates to D-Gleam 6 times. But no matter, as I'm going to lead Meowth. And his setter is probably Tyron. That's Tyron, right? Yeah, Tyron. I didn't play Gen 6 Mons at all. I played competitively, but I never played like the actual games. So I don't know most of the pre-evolutions before after Gen 6. I do know the Gen 7. I just have to catch up on Gen 6 a little bit. I only played up to Black and White 1, so I missed some of the new mods in Black and White 2 and just things like that. So his setter is actually Gibble, which is not faster than me, and I can easily fake out, and that translates to double edge killing. So that is very nice. And I do want to save Meowth for the double priority it has. Specifically for the Axew. The Axew is very scary. Ghost Dratini. Maybe I don't want to save it. I don't want to save it. Ah, he speeds. Interesting that he is Life Orb. I'm gonna go Volbeat and just Dark Pulse this thing. The better play might just be to Air Slash, but oh my. So he just loses his Dratini. He goes Tyrant. Fine with this thing coming in because I can hit it very hard like that. He D-dances. Oh, God. Misses a Stone Edge. That's really unfortunate for him. But I'm going to say I have priority everywhere on this team. I think Timber is the best option. I'm going to bank off Mach Punch killing, which it does. That invites in the Noibat. We go Doduo on this. And then we click knock off. Whew! Okay, that did a lot. Doduo is putting in work. Alright, so now I go Abra as he goes Axew, and I can click D-Gleam. And D-Gleam is very, very nice for me, and I do have my Sash. So at the end of the day, his Dano, is it Dano? Yeah, it is Dano. Okay, so then Dano just kind of dies. He is Scarf Axew, and I don't kill, which I don't mind because I can go Dwebble. And I'm gonna check this real quick. /learn Dano Dragon Dance. So it cannot learn Dragon Dance as I thought. And the reason that matters is because it can't outspeed Abra now unless it is Scarf. And Dwebble already set up anyway, so it's not a huge deal. I do want to knock off though to make sure. Yeah, so I'm fine with that. He was Scarf, so I'm very happy I did knock off there. So now he does just lose to Abra. Alright, fantastic. That's actually surprisingly scary. Mono Dragon's pretty scary. You just have to play well around threats that you know are threats. And knockoff comes in handy so often. Like knockoff on Dwebble is great. Knockoff on Timber is fantastic. Knockoff on Doduo is great. The point really is that knockoff saves games. With things like Scarf running around, with things like a Violite that pretty much dictates any defense at all in this tier, it's very, very, very important to have. And having, 3 Mons with it is very, very nice as well. So we'll look for another game. And I love this meta right now, this Gen 7 meta. It's really fast paced right now. Stall was never viable in LC. But with all these new Mons and things like Doduo getting jump kick and stuff, you're seeing a lot more fast paced games. As we see a variant of a team we already played. We didn't already play this guy, did we? Honestly, I could not tell you, but we're going to leave Meowth as usual. And we're going to get that nice timer up. So Salazzle is very interesting because it's super strong. There's no reason, in my opinion, to run a Violate on it because it honestly is just that frail. Bulks up. I am just going to Air Slash and do a million to you Stuffle. And if I do get a flinch, even better. I don't get a flinch. And now I think no, this thing has a higher chance of hitting. If I miss, that's just bad luck. Let me just say that right now. That's just horrible luck. Now, assuming this is the same guy we played, Snivy is not Scarf. If it's not the same guy, then Snivy might be Scarf, and that's a huge threat. And my only real check to it would be the Timber, because it lives one, he goes Slanded. It looks like he is running a Violate on it. Which is not something I could explain to you. He flinches. Okay, fantastic. So he just sacked a huge threat to my team. But as I was saying, Snivy is really, really scary because I don't really have a clean switch into it. Like maybe Dwebble does that. With any luck, I would live a +2. He goes fletchling, so yeah, this will kill me. Yeah, acrobatics does kill. I can go Meowth though. And his Stuffle is low enough to where a double edge will kill. He also loses his Gale Wings. Goes Stuffle. So yeah, this thing should die to double edge. Not a big deal at all. So as I was saying, yet again, I don't really have a switch in the Snivy at all. I just don't, especially if it's Scarf. If it's Scarf, it just sweeps. What do I want to do here? If I remember correctly, Doduo lives one of these. If I also remember correctly, Meowth doesn't have a huge role in this game. So I am just going to feint. So he does lose his priority. Fantastic. I can now go into Abra, and I believe just kill it with a Psychic. No Psychic resist at all. No real switch in. If he switches in Shelter, I just Energy Ball and kill. He would have to Roost on Fletchling, which they don't run in LC, in order to get his Gale Wings back. If he Roosts, he dies, or at the very least, he risks a Spidef drop, which would kill him after. So I'm in a very good position here. I'm kind of glad I sacked off Meowth now. Meowth has been putting in a lot of work. Meowth is probably my second favorite mod on this team. Mostly because it's not a very much used LC mod, but it's really fun to use. So he does really have a decision to make here. I think he made the right play dropping Fletchling. I guess his other choice was maybe a lone Vulpix. I guess. Sets up Aurora Veil. So this is where Shelter gets a little bit scary. He goes hard Snivy. Yeah, this is where things get just a touch scary. I'm going to do that again. He Giga Drains. So he is not, I repeat, he is not Scarf. So I can come in and Brave Bird, and nothing really takes a Brave Bird. Maybe Shelter does. I mean, it should, but it won't take it as comfortably as it probably wants to. Another option is that I knock off, but that's just not a smart play with a contrary Snivy possibly on the field. So his Aurora Veil wears off, which means what? Which means I Brave Bird this. And oh, that was very lucky. That's so unfortunate for him. I was thinking Brave Bird and a Quick Attack and a Mach Punch, because then his Hail would be gone. But that was pretty unfortunate for him. I think I won anyway, but that was really unfortunate. We won't really know now. And Hail kills Doduo, so technically I won 2-0. So let's get one more match in, just one more. This is a very fun team. In all honesty, I'm continuing this live because I like using this team that much. So we are playing this guy again. Fine by me. He can lose again if he wants to. Let's see. Any reason not to leave Meowth? I don't think so. Leads Gible again. What takes a fake out? My question will not be answered because the only answer is Tyrant. And there goes Gible. If he goes Tyrant, I can just water pulse it. I don't really need to save Meowth, as I said before. If this game plays out how the last one did, I'm happy. Literally, it's the same rolls and everything, I think. Right now, I'm getting the same exact rolls. Except I won't remember how this game really played. Let's feint. He Extreme Speed. So that's a difference right there. That's a difference. I didn't feint last time. I just went straight up for the double edge. Because I didn't expect Life Orb E-Speed. I guess maybe E-Speed is something I should have expected. He did not live that, by the way. Regardless of the crit. But let's see here. Alright, feel free to D-Dance. Feel free. He hit Stone Edge this time. There's a difference right there. There's one. I go Timber and I Mach Punch. If he's smart, he doesn't let his sturdy go. Emphasis on if he's smart, which he is. He's probably going to predict a switch. I would predict a switch. Does not predict a switch. So, I might lose. Except Noibat has 0 defense, so a Brave Bird should just destroy it. Yeah, a Brave Bird should absolutely destroy him. Tailwinds. Not bad, not bad. Noibat goes down. I can quick attack anything I choose to quick attack. So, Tyrunt is the issue, and I hope he brings in Tyrunt now. Because I didn't reveal Earthquake, Quick Attack last time we battled. Brings in Axew. I think I just Quick Attack. And then I think I bring in Dwebble. Shave off a turn of Tailwind by going for this. And then, let's see, slash weakness Axew. Because I want to see what it resists before I make any move. Resists. Part of me really wants to go for this. Part of me just thinks knockoff will do, which it should. It does. Okay, great. Tailwind's gone. If he brings in Tyrunt, then he loses to Abra. Brings in Tyrunt. Fantastic. I Earthquake. Actually, yeah, I Earthquake. Yeah, I Earthquake. I'm scared, man. There we are. Just Earthquakes. So I can Earthquake again. And he loses again. So unfortunate for him. Things did play out differently. He did hit that Stone Edge. But at the end of the day, it shows that it didn't quite matter. And I hope I outspeed Dano. I should outspeed Dano, so I am free to just knock off. To absolutely positively make sure it's not a threat, I just knock off here. So let's see the money and let's start a timer to make sure I see the money. I can't tell you if he could have played better. I'm honestly unsure if he could have. Because if he brought in Dano, then if he brought in Dano first, yeah, as he forfeits. If he brought in Dano first, let me just explain this real quick. If he brought in Dano, because I outspeed, I still click knockoff. If he manages to kill me, then I go into Abra, I outspeed him, and I click Dazzling Gleam. Then he goes into Tyrunt. And I think I go for HP fighting or something. No, he didn't have Berry Juice, so it didn't matter. So I just click Dazzling Gleam. Either he goes for Outrage and he's slower than me, or he sets up a Dragon Dance and doesn't hit me, so I still have my Sash intact. So I win regardless. I just wanted to explain that real quick. We do get up to 1226 on the ladder, which is actually on the ladder, mind you. So let's see here. 1226 is... Wait, 12... Did I say 1226? 1226. 1226 is number 194 on the ladder. So we got on the ladder. 72.9 GXE. I'll stop here. I'm going to bring more LC lives because I do love LC. And hopefully I learn to build well. Because this team obviously isn't mine. It is, what is his name again? I don't want to say the wrong name. MK007. It's obviously his team. But hopefully I learn to build better for LC. Yet again, I will leave the link to his RMT in the description down below. Very fun team. Really nice guy. Really great team, obviously. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more. If you guys want me to do LC or any other tier, let me know. If you guys want me to use different mons in this tier or different mons in any other tier, yet again, let me know. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon.